Drawn to Life is probably one of my all-time favorite games, and I couldn't be more hyped about the upcoming sequel. I've always loved to draw, and the idea of being able to bring my own original characters into a game sounded like a dream come true. That's right! For those unfamiliar with the series, Drawn to Life allows players to draw their own characters to play in the game. The first game was a delightful, if not easy, romp, but I enjoyed every second of my quest to take down the evil Wilfrey. It was a standard kids platformer with a standard kids story. Well, until the sequel. Spoilers for Drawn to Life: The Next Chapter ahead. Although, if you plan on playing Drawn to Life 2 Realms and don't plan on playing the first two games, you should probably stick around. I think it'll be important. Drawn to Life is filled with these cute little critters called Raposa. They're the creatures that call this realm home, and the main character is tasked with rescuing them. Mike, however, is the only outlier. Mike is a human boy in the Raposa world, and his whole deal is that he doesn't know how he got there. He's just a normal kid. They don't go much further than that in the first game. In Drawn to Life: The Next Chapter... No, not that one. Quick side note, there are games on the Wii and DS with the same title, but they're two very different games. The Wii version was worked on by a different team, and is considered non-canon. Also, I haven't played it, so I can't give you any opinion on it. In Drawn to Life: The Next Chapter on DS, it's revealed that Mike has a larger role in the story than we thought. Towards the end, we find out the antagonist Wilfrey is trying to save the world of Raposa, not end it. It turns out that Mike was in a horrible accident and the entire Raposa world is just a coma dream, and Wilfrey wants to keep Mike asleep to keep the world alive. Thankfully, Drawn to Life doesn't end with a child trapped in a coma for life, but depending on when you got your copy of the game, you might have a completely different ending sequence. The original ending was brutal. You see Mike and his family leaving the fair, driving home, and getting into a horrible accident, where the events of the game begin. Mike wakes up in the hospital to see his big sister with her face all bandaged up, and the game ends on a shot of the two plushes that look like Mary and Joey. This ending shook me to my core. A dark, tragic story underneath my cute, artsy platformer? I couldn't believe it! Well, at least the ending was happy. Wait, as much of an impact as that ending had though, some thought it wasn't appropriate for an E-rated kids game. So, in the later releases of Drawn to Life: The Next Chapter, the accident was retconned to Mike falling out of a tree and bonking his head. Now this raises the question, which of these endings is canon, and how does this impact the upcoming sequel? The Drawn to Life wiki states that Jeremiah Slaxa, then CEO of Fifth Cell, said that the new ending was not canon and that Fifth Cell had very little to do with the changes. Although I'm unable to find the source on this claim, other evidence points to this being the case. The intro of Drawn to Life: The Next Chapter asks the player about the events of Mike's accident, and in both games it still seems to describe a car accident. Considering that's the story the team wanted to tell, and many of the original team members worked on Drawn to Life 2 Realms, I would expect this to be the canon series of events. That is, unless 2 Realms is a full reboot. One thing to note though, is that the Raposa world lives on after Mike wakes up. After completing the story of Drawn to Life: The Next Chapter, Mike can be seen sleeping in a bed in the title screen, implying that the Raposa world continues to exist in his dreams. And with that, you're all caught up on Drawn to Life's ending. What do you think? Was it too tragic, or was it an amazing plot twist? Are you excited for the sequel? Let me know in the comments. And so you make sure you don't miss any more coverage on this game, be sure to subscribe here and follow me on Twitch. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Alpaca Pack.